Hey guys, Coach for the Soul Thursday at 3 has begun. If you're watching this live, hello, hello, hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the videos. Please leave a little comment, even if it's just an emoji, because YouTube will use the algorithms to send Coach for the Soul around the planet. Yes. So it's a chilly day in Detroit today. But welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. A few things to talk about. Don't know how long this is going to be, so we'll see. See what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I believe I'm on the right channel. I've got to grab my phone really quick, so give me 2 seconds. So I can turn it off. Yep. And Daisy's freaking out because the UPS man is out front. So, hey Taz, how's it going? Yep. So, let me turn this on airplane mode, because if not, it will ring all hour long. There you go. Awesome. Hi Nancy, how are you? Hey Paula, how's it going? Hey Pat, what's going on? Yeah. A few things to talk about. Hey Kim. Yeah, so see who pops on. Give it another couple minutes and see. But some astrological stuff's going on. We're getting ready for Mercury Retrograde, which starts on the 25th, so it's not that far away. It's 4 days away. We're definitely feeling it. After the 19th, Pluto went into Aquarius for this Capricorn. Although I'm a Aquarius rising, so it's going to be another 20 years or so. But I'll be 85 by then. I really don't think I'll give a shit. But, right? I really don't care, Yeah, we'll see. I mean, here it is when he may not care past 70. That's true. True. Make my money and go. And if you, hey Sheila, I've got to send you meditations. I thought about that again today, and I didn't get it done. I'll do it as soon as I'm done with the broadcast today. If you hear cartoons in the background, Daisy is a little feeling under the weather today. So I've got cartoons on. So, but I don't even know where she's at. She's probably chasing the UPS man. I don't know. But I'll leave them on just because when she comes out, whatever. You know how we pacify our dogs. Yeah, like we do our children. Yep. So, okay, I'm waiting another couple minutes, I think. But Sheila, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, thanks for joining us again. Yeah. I did a reading for Sheila last week. I think it was last week. Yeah, Saturday. We talked for a good long time. I haven't talked to her since 2018. So it was cool getting her back up to speed, because a lot of stuff is changing if you haven't noticed already, everybody. Hey Sherry, how's it going? Hey Haley.
I feel good. Thanks for asking.
Sheila, that's what you get when you come to the broadcast. I'm good, Haley. How come we haven't talked in months? Yeah. You're paying for it, so might as well join in. Yeah. Okay, then we're going to start. Okay, we're going to start with astrology first. And like I was saying a minute ago, that, better energy. That better energy this week, big time. On the 19th, Pluto left Capricorn after almost 16 years and went into Aquarius. It's going to be there for the next 19 and a half years, okay? Like I said before, I'll be 85. I don't think I'll really give a hoot about that back then, right? But it is all about, because Pluto is a planet of destruction, right? And rebuilding. Well, that's what it's going to do in Aquarius, like it did in Capricorn. Only for Capricorn, it was personally. In Aquarius, it's not what it's about personally. A little bit of it is. Most of it is about where we've been for the past 12,000 years and where we're going to be by 2020, end of 2025, 2020, and then into 2026. Okay? So that's going to be dramatic, and we're going to talk about it. Mercury retrograde starts on the 25th. We've been in the shadow for a week and a half already. And it is in, give me a minute, I'll remember. Mercury Retrograde is in Sagittarius, okay? Fire. So, watch what you say, watch what you do, watch your energy, right? This is going to get you in trouble because it's in Sagittarius, which does not give a hoot about what it says. It's just going to put it out there, okay? Very strong energy, especially with what's going on in the country and the world, but mostly the country. So watch that. Don't buy anything big. Like don't buy a house, don't buy a boat, don't buy a car, stuff like that, unless you go through it and look at every single thing that's in the contract, because there will be hidden things in there. Also, if you send an email or a fax or whatever like that, call the person, don't text them, call the person and find out if they received it or not, because things will be hung up in the energy, okay? Mercury is a communication planet, and it's in Sagittarius, so it's an angry, it's an angry communicator, Spirit says, which is true, okay? So it's gonna be Christmas time, people are gonna be all PO'd, just don't take stuff personally, watch what you say, give yourself grace, right? Love yourself, right? How many I love you do you say in a day? Should be 5 to 10, okay? Out loud, preferably in the mirror. But just when you're in that place, hey Shelly, when you're in that place of WTF, give yourself some love, okay? Don't let anybody ruin your day. If you are, this is a really good time to do guided meditations or just energy meditations, right? To get that energy off your body and out of your body. You're gonna wake up mad and go to sleep mad. Plain and simple. You're gonna be angry throughout the day until that 15th of December. And then there is a 10-day post Mercury retrograde, which wanes every day. Hi, Heidi. Okay, it wanes every day. And so, hey, Liz. So it's gonna be a big month. Okay, it's gonna be a big month from now until Christmas time, even January the 1st. All right. Just make sure just watch out for what you say. Okay, because it is you're gonna say some stuff, especially if you're in retail or in service to anybody. Hey, Beth. That you're going to be like, oop, I shouldn't have said that. Because stuff's going to come out of your mouth that you wish you wouldn't have said. To friends, family, also, I will say, at this Thanksgiving, if you celebrate it, okay, limited amount of time with family, all right? If dinner's at 2, show up at 1:30, leave at 3:30. Not a whole day kind of thing. Because I'm telling you, if you're watching this broadcast, you are not going to fit in with most of your family. Okay, especially with an election we just had. There's a lot of people who are on both sides in the family. So you just want to make sure that you have an out. Hey, Joy. Okay, that you have an out. Think about that. Plan it. Plan it, plan it, plan it. And if you're married, you got to go to both. Plan it. Okay? We're doing my mom's house at 2 o'clock. We'll do your mom's house at 4. Bonus. Okay? Again, it gives you a reason to leave. Because, and Spirit says, and you have to make that happen, okay? It can't be the husband and the kids, Mom, let's stay. No, we gotta go. We gotta go, okay? Because what you don't wanna do is take that energy from your family back to your house. Hey, Riva. Or, hey, Carol. I think it's Reva. I think that's the way you pronounce your name. Chills to that, Beth. She got chills to that. Trust me, you're going to want an out. You're going to want an out because it's going to be an energy impactful, it's going to be a intense Thanksgiving, okay? Because it's during Mercury retrograde. And there's nothing, Spirit doesn't want, if there's any hint of hey, Jody, if there's any hint of a hangnail, it's going to get irritated. It's going to get irritated. Hey, Angela. Yeah. Okay. So plan that out. Not only because of Mercury retrograde, but because of us moving into Aquarius with Pluto and things like that. Okay. Also, like I said last week, Saturn came out of Taurus It was retrograde in Taurus, came out on the 15th of the month. All right, that was last Friday. So we want to make sure that that Saturn is the planet of restrictions, of boundaries, of all those types of things, right? And when it comes out of being retrograde, it kind of relaxes in retrograde. Not like most of the other planets, it doesn't go like ugh. It just kind of chills out, right? Well, now it's stationary, so it means it's come right up to 000 of coming out of Taurus, right? So it's going into Gemini, which is beautiful because it's air energy, right? So it's going to take a couple weeks, I should say, to get into that Gemini energy, okay? Energy's air. Well, how much boundary can you put in air? Not a lot, right? In Taurus, which is Earth, you can put up freaking walls and stuff, right? You can put prisons up there, okay? And that's usually what it feels like when it comes through Taurus, which was last year, okay? So that's good, but it can also be bad. So again, make the plan to leave Thanksgiving. Make the plan if you're going to go out on the day after Thanksgiving. Make sure that you, again, have a time frame for going. Tradition does not work anymore, everybody. It does not work. Pluto is in Aquarius, right? And you're going to notice this more and more and more and more, that the things that you did in the past do not work anymore, okay? Everything that has been constructed in the past 12,000 years, especially in the last 100 years, is going to absolutely crumble. It's going to crumble, okay? Pay attention to that, right? Don't get suckered in to giving away your power, Spirit says. Don't do that. Because it's going to take you weeks to gain it all back and release that energy that doesn't serve you, because it's your family's energy, which is hereditary energy. It's hereditary energy, okay? It does not serve. Especially if you're watching this program or any other program like this. You're a starseed. You're headed towards ascension, or you're in ascension, right? You're headed to the collective consciousness. And that's important. That's important, okay? One more thing about that, Spirit wants me to talk about, and Spirit has not, I don't think we've really talked about this before, maybe we did just a little teeny bit, is that when we get into the collective consciousness, right, there's different levels. We're all at different levels, and we're all doing things we're supposed to do by our spirit guides. What our ancient DNA is telling us, right? Because as we're going through, and our ancient DNA from before 12,000 years or more, right, is being activated in our bodies, our third dimensional DNA is being exchanged. It's being removed. It's being released, okay? Wherever it's going, I don't know, right? So understand that you're going to have new things coming up in your energy that you're going to feel like doing, that aren't going to be anything that your family or you has ever experienced in these lifetimes, okay? Understand that. So when we are in that state, right, there's going to be people who do not accept their ancient DNA. Okay, oh, shit, I forgot about that. Damn. Who do not buy into it, who are defiant of it, and they're going to be put in the lower scales of the collective, okay? So understand, you're not going to be able to communicate with those people even though they're light workers. They're in lower 5D. You're not, okay? It's going to be challenging, but it's not going to be challenging. Once you surrender, once you say, you know what, I can't fight this, it doesn't do me any good because you're exhausted, they will lead you. But for us leaders, again, it's going to be Sagittarius. Oh, shit, I forgot about that. Sagittarius, Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer. Okay, there's always one leader in every zodiac sign. Libra. Okay. So understand that you're not going to be comfortable with everybody. So as we move forward, you're going to be surprised. Also, Spirit wants to get this in there. Daisy's watching Santa Claus on TV. So cute. Oh my God. Yeah, she's fascinated by crazy. She's a TV girl, definitely. So, the ETs, okay? The ETs, yes. They're going to, by the end of next year, some will be either spotted or they will be showing themselves, okay? Now, I know a few people who are guardians of the ETs, of the aliens, okay? They live in California. By the time that you see them, the time that they are discovered, you will understand exactly what to think, what not to think, okay? But there's different people in power in our country, okay? And so understand that it's going to be a different reaction than if the other person won, okay? I will tell you that as we get into this thickness, I need everybody to hear me, that the next 6 months are going to be very rough. Going to be very rough. Stock your pantry. Put your meat and things in the freezer. Keep some money in your house. Okay? Things are going to be dire. And I do not say that lightly at all. I'm not that guy at all. Okay? But if you're paying any attention at all, as our energy goes up, the other's energy comes down in an anchor way, right? Being right in that space of, let's blow the place up, we don't care. And I have people in my family who think like that. Okay? Scary. It's very scary. Don't be scared because you're protected. Your family's protected, everything's gonna be fine, right? But that doesn't mean that some crazies won't be out there doing stuff that's kind of stupid. All right? And he got elected for a reason, okay? He's going to absolutely break the government to the point of, we say, WTF, okay? Everything's going to be broken in the next 2 years, okay? Chimes. That's right there, confirmation, okay? So we have to keep ourselves in the right frame of mind because you're going to get afraid. You're going to get scared, okay? And understand that you're here for a reason, because that's going to kick you up into 5D more than you can possibly imagine, because everyone else is being distracted when you're not. Okay? You're recognizing who you are. You're recognizing what your energy is. You're recognizing what you know. You're recognizing. And you're like, wow, this is cooler than I thought. This is awesome. And your kids will go through the same thing. Husband will go through the same thing. Okay? Somebody's if you're watching the program, you'll be the first one, if not the kids, okay? Any child born after the year 2000, maybe 1997, 1998, they're connected to spirit, 100%, they're star seeds, they're going to just get flipped on, okay? And what's gonna flip them on is the energy on the planet battling the top and the bottom. 5D, lower 3. And they're gonna get up like this, and it's gonna fall back down. Up like this, and fall back down. 5D is not going anyplace, okay? So understand that. It's not going anyplace. So there's, and Spirit told us this all year long, right? I read it as something different, right? But just make sure that you have what you need in your house for a week. Enough water, enough food, whatever, okay? Because again, I hate talking like this. He's going to call up the military to put the illegals, so-called illegals, in concentration camps like in Germany. Okay? Texas has already offered 1,400 acres or 15,000 acres, whatever it is, to put the concentration camps in Texas. Okay? And then ship them out on boxcars. How else are you going to get them? You're going to have to have on a train. Can't fly them all. Too expensive. You don't have the planes. Okay? So that's going to freak people out. I'm telling you, it's going to freak people out because we never thought we'd be that country. Okay? So make sure that you have enough. Make sure that you have enough because you don't know what the bad people are going to do. Okay? And many, many people believe that my side, our side, whoever, the Democrats, are weak. We're not weak. We just choose to be humane. Okay? So again, have money in your house. Have water have enough water for a week. Start stockpiling water. I'm not one to do that and to say that, but from what they say, and it feels right, is that we have to just prepare. Kind of like COVID, okay? Kind of like COVID. Again, enough paper towel, enough, toilet paper, enough water, enough food. Just because you may not want to venture out, depending upon where you live in the country or in the world. Say, speak, because it's going to spark. I'm telling you, it's going to spark, and it's going to happen. And if it's not as bad here in Metro Detroit as I'm thinking, or around the Midwest that I'm thinking, God bless us. But just said, but dire warning, with a red light. Yeah. We just said, again, we're watching the world crumble, and it's going to be scary AF. It's going to be scary as hell, right? We just have to make sure that we take care of ourselves. We take care of ourselves, right? And love ourselves, love our kids, love our husbands, our spouses, whatever, okay? Right ears just started to ring, yeah. So it's a correct message. So that's something that we really have to take serious, but also understand, and I hope that you all receive this in the best possible way. They take care of us. Our spirit guides, guardian angels, all of the beings that take care of us every day have got us. They're not gonna let anything happen, Spirit says, to their precious cargo. And that's us. And that's us, right? But we'll notice it in the splitting of the collective consciousness, okay? That there'll be a big boost of energy that people ascend greatly with knowledge, with understanding, with everything between January and March of next year. And Spirit has talked about that, not knowing what it is, but it's going to go until March, and then we're going to get a break. And it's going to be kind of cool, kind of fun, whatever. And then about, summer, it's going to be another kind of a punch, and we kind of retreat. And then it's bad for about a month and a half. Something's going to happen. Don't know what it is, because they're never going to tell us, right? They're never going to tell us what's going to happen, because guess what? Humans have free will. Just have to make sure that we're conscious. Don't be as afraid as you believe that you would be, because you're more powerful than you think. Truly are. Okay? And I'll just tell you this really fast, because Spirit wants me to. Because of somebody who's coming into power that has threatened corporations and things like that, NBC just put a whole group of stations, you're going to sell them for $7 billion. And MSNBC is one of those channels, because they're afraid of the retribution of the guy who's coming in, because the company's worth $718 billion. And it doesn't want any liabilities. Okay? That tells you how serious it is. Okay? That they know that anything that is an alternate is going to be focused on. Okay? So, yeah. And we don't, again, none of us know who the first person corporation it's going to be that's going to be targeted to make a example out of them, but it's coming. It's coming. Okay? Everybody's going to want to play ball, but only for 2 years, here it says. Okay? And we're going to have ups and downs and ups and downs. All right. So we just want to make sure that we that we take care of ourselves, take care of our families, have enough food, right? Have enough water, TP, paper towel, whatever. Have some cash, okay? Because cryptocurrency and alternative currencies are going to take over the planet next decade, okay? The money that we've grown up with is going to be gone, okay? As the United States and the world become this euphoric adventure, Spirit says. Okay. I don't know what that means, but yeah, right? So it's just making sure that we've taken care of ourselves. And like I've said quite a number of times, astrology is going to play a huge role in our future, in our future. And the blessing is most of us have got that in our DNA, especially our ancient DNA. And so you'll be able to pick it up faster and quicker than you ever thought that you would. Okay? So that's that. What else? Okay. So, all right. I'm going to tell you that the gray aliens, the gray ETs, are going to be the first ones that are being shown because they're more human-like than any of the other ones. Okay, they're of average height. Yes. Okay. Easy for them to reveal themselves to the public, but also to go back into their human suits. Okay, so it won't be as scary as we're led to believe by our ego, okay? Again, ego is going to be a big part of that. But that's going to be something that's going to ease us into the reveals. And that's going to go through 2026, okay? By 2027, 2028, our country will be a totally different country by then. And sorry about that stutter. They're talking so freaking fast, I can't stop them. Yes. Yeah, Spirit keeps saying it's going to be like boom, 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 and then it's going to be changed. Boom, 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 boom. Only in that time, there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of WTF. There's a lot of what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? But all of us are in this together, and there's no reason to fear it. You're here for the reason. But what you will understand too, he says, is that you will see your third dimensional self crumble. Okay? Again, that's what's happening now as we go through the ascension, right? Is that food doesn't taste the same. Drink doesn't taste the same. Life doesn't feel the same. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to feel like, okay, I get it. Okay, so Spirit's saying this. Damn, like energy's like, don't. The way that you felt, I'm going to do this for myself. The way that I felt when Joe Biden dropped out and Kamala Harris was endorsed, how the energy on the planet shifted upward. That's what it's gonna feel like. Okay, that's what it's gonna feel like. We're gonna feel a sense of relief. We're gonna feel a sense of fear go away. Okay, doubt go away. Very important. Very, very, very important. Hey, Doris. Very important. Okay. It's gonna be fine. But again, I'll be 65 in January, right? I've been around this freaking place a long time. And being a Capricorn, I've been around for over 12,000 years, right? So I'm used to watching it be all built up. Now, to watch it be torn down is a different matter, right? And being replaced with something that is more for us, right? As third dimensional beings, their contract is up. They go back to where they came from, their galaxy, their planet, whatever. They're here just for the experience of third dimension. They're just here for 3D for a little over 12,000 years, okay? And as we watch that happen, people, again, leaving, could be leaving without a trace of them. No one knows exactly how it's going to happen. it's not going to be tragic. It's not going to be something that is crazy and things like that, like the Holocaust at all. It's going to feel like that, Spirit says, but it's not actually happening. All right, that's not where the people went. Okay, but it's trying to get us back to purity. It's trying to get us back to a dimensional energy that we absolutely feel comfortable in. That everything around us is different but the same. That man, they're all way up here right now. Different but the same. Everything that we feared in third dimension will be gone. There will be no more struggle. There will be no more anger. There will be no more of that third dimensional survival instinct. That will be completely shifted into an abundance instinct, believing and knowing that you deserve it, believing knowing that it's yours, believing and know. Because in third dimension, sheesh, Christ. In third dimension, we had to struggle against that. We had to struggle against it. We're going through our ascension, right? And people are telling us to, say this, do this, do this, do this, do this, especially online and stuff like that. I'll do it all the time, right? Just simply because I don't want to miss out. You never know when the things are going to like bing, ding, 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 and you go buy a ticket. Know what I'm saying? Or you get an inheritance or whatever, from somebody that you don't even really know. And I'll do that. I'm that Capricorn, right? But understanding that when we shift in that from starvation, from struggle, from all those types of things, and we are now in fifth dimension, heavy in 5D, surrounded by it in the country, as the world, this is the thing too, as world governments crumble, because they're going to, okay? The structure's going away. The boundaries are going away as we live more and more in peace and harmony and feminine energy, okay? So it is going to be something that is going to be remarkable for all of us. But are we going to be put off? Yeah. Again, anybody who is older, younger folks get it. They truly get it. I mean, if you know any of the younger kids, I don't know what they're called, Gen something, they're very fluid, right? They're very fluid. They're not going to work 40 hours for $10 an hour. Again, that's the changing, right? That is third dimension going away and fifth dimension coming. Brand new jobs, brand new energy, brand new everything, okay? That we have not seen before. And so it's going to be a pretty cool, pretty glorious time. But as we look out across the world, they're going to be going through what we've already gone through. And we have to remind ourselves of that, right? As we can meditate by closing our eyes, as we can do all these amazing things that we no longer have to sit in 3D and do and push against the third dimensional energy. It's tough. Y'all know it's tough. It's a tough thing, right? To get yourself to meditate, to get yourself to exercise, to get yourself to do all the things that are better for you, because we're pushing through this really heavy energy of don't do anything. Stop. Well, that's great, but I got all this energy to use in the day. And all of our energy will start to regulate. It'll start to be equalized. Not that we'll all be the same person, because that's not the point. It is just the fact that we'll be in a time where everything is much more pleasant than ever in our lifetimes. Okay? So, one more. Now there's something else. They have to realize it's about them, but it's not about them. It's about the structure in which they live, in which we live. As we don't be alarmed. Don't be taken in by people who are fatalists. Okay, Chicken Little, the sky's falling. Okay, it's gonna be weird. It's going to be kind of like, okay, stuff we haven't seen before. But then after that point, something miraculous happens to us in the world. Okay? So it is something that we are definitely going to not enjoy, but yet enjoy. It's kind of weird because we're going to be seeing both. We're going to be feeling both. And that's what's so important. That's what's so important. So don't be an alarmist, right? But I would stock a little bit of food, you know, take care of your house, your apartment, whatever. If you don't have a firearm, you don't need one, Spirit says. Okay, if you got one, fine. If you're probably not gonna need to use it. I will say that just came out of nowhere, that there will be a resistance force from the others, from let's say my side, because I'm a Democrat. Okay, from my side, there are people out there who will come to arms, who will come to protect the collective. But yeah, they're not there to protect. They're not there to protect the collective. They're there because they're in 3D. Okay, the old way. Because there will be some. Again, we already know. If you haven't watched, if you watch the program, you know about the other side. There's going to be militias everywhere. Okay, and many, I will say, many county sheriffs and police in cities are on the other side too, and so you won't know who to trust. So you just have to, it's gonna be okay. But Spirit's giving you all this stuff to make sure that if you encounter that, right, in the future or now, again until January the 20th, and for some reasons they've been telling me for the past week that there may not be any inauguration, and Spirit talked about that for the last year. Because everything won't really come to pass until the end of March. Okay, so yeah, that's that. I think that's it. Yeah, I think so. Because everything's blank. My ears are ringing big time. So I'm gonna post this on YouTube. If you guys have questions, post them over there, and I'll answer them for you tonight or tomorrow. I will say that if you, I just reworked what used to be called element packages. They're now Coaching for the Soul memberships, and I added things to them. And if you sign up between now and January the 1st, I'll give you 10% off the price. Okay, that's at billhobart.com. Yeah. If you want me, if you need some coaching, if you need somebody who understands what you're saying, somebody who understands how to get you there, okay? Me. I've been doing this since I was a child, so it just comes, and we go through it together. You get a call. I thought I put this thing on freaking thingy. I must not have. I thought he did. Anyway, yes. If you need some guidance, if you need some help, like I said, I've been doing this my entire lifetime. It's at billhobart.com under memberships. But I added a monthly Zoom call with everybody who's in the group, who's in the memberships. That's gonna be freaking cool as hell. I'm gonna add some extra time for no extra money. I may raise the price in February the 1st, but it depends on what's going on in the country, okay? I'm not really going to plan on it, but if they say to do it, because they've already said we need to raise the price up, and I'll just tell you why. I do it for free, and they know that. That's the problem, right? But then I'd be living on somebody's front porch because that's the way I've always done it, right? And so they have to they have to kick me in the head sometimes and say, okay, Bill, you got to raise the price up because you've grown as a coach and they've grown as a client, as a friend. So I'm always one to be like, yeah, okay. And then they kick me in the head like, Bill, you got to do this. You got to do this. See? So, yeah. So Kathy says, what if you already have an element package? When you renew, this is mostly for new people. Like Kathy, you pay a certain amount from the old system. So you could go on and buy a new membership, okay? If you wanted to. But there's 3 people that are on the old system that are not really included in the Zoom because of the nature of the calls, okay? And then somebody else said, Sherry received an email about this Coaching for the Soul group. Sounds great. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. I mean, guys, I've never been so excited, especially with Pluto out of freaking Capricorn. I've got all this 15 years of energy to use, and it's going to be something pretty freaking spectacular and fantastic. It's going to be kind of cool because there's new things coming to me every single day, every week, that I need to put into the packages, the memberships. Yeah. What else here? Okay, so Sarah's saying, if you Democrats continue to manifest fear and spread this fear, then you deserve to experience it. Well, that's not true. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. No, that's not true at all. No, sorry, Sarah, but I disagree with you, and so do my guides. Because if there is always going to be fear until we get into 5th dimension. Yeah. And 10% of the population in the United States goes away. Okay, can be from both sides. Okay, but there's a lot of people that are fearful on your side too. So mostly with us, which is fine, but we're not the ones who are going to be doing what they do. But thanks, appreciate it. Okay, let me see here. I think that's it. Oh, Joy, I've been feeling like stocking up my pantry lately. Talked myself out of it yesterday because I don't want to fear, but and that's cool. That's cool. But you have to be prepared. The last thing I want anybody to do, just like in the pandemic, okay? Did we fear the pandemic? Did we fear? Yeah, because you could die. COVID's real. Get your vaccinations if you haven't gotten them. Because they're going to be gone soon with the new administration. Okay, you're going to have all kinds of diseases that are around, and a lot of kids are going to die unless they keep them in place. Which hopefully they don't take them away. But anyway, yes, I don't want anybody to be caught off guard. Okay, don't be caught off guard. You just want to make sure that you're okay. That you're okay. Okay. Hey Cal. Hey Ivy. Hey Ruby. So memberships are cool. What else is there? Oh, I'm still doing till the end of the month. I'm doing 30-minute readings for $85. And I'll tell you, this Saturday, all day long, 60 minutes is $65 this Saturday. Okay, so if you want to hook up, you want to have a conversation. Again, with the $65 Saturday deal, you have to call me and we set it up. Okay, and the $85 for next week and the week after that. You can go through billhobart.com. Okay, but for the Saturday deal, because it's going to be emailed out tomorrow, you can book it whenever you want. But that's a pretty good deal. It's almost half price. It's normally $125 for a half an hour. Yeah. So so Paula, fear in the face of a saber-toothed tiger is prudent. Yeah. Yeah. We'll be okay. We'll be all right. Just have to make people aware, right? Because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Nobody wants to be caught not having. Yeah. And if you do prepare, it's kind of like being from Detroit, it's kind of like a winter storm, right? We could get a foot of snow tomorrow and blah, 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 blah. So what do people do? They stock up because you never know when the road's going to get cleared. It could be 24 inches. Who knows, right? You never know. We used to get a lot of snow. This year, not so much. Well, it's snowing now, matter of fact. Funny. It's really snowing outside too. Wow. Yeah. But you don't want to be caught with your pants down with not having anything to eat. Because I buy food once a week, but I buy my proteins and things almost every day because I want stuff. Because I don't like to cook. I hate to cook. Yeah. So it is something you just want to make sure that you've got something for your family and yourself to eat. Okay. So if you would do it for me, I'm going to post this right now on YouTube. And if you have questions or things like that, ask me there. So we can teach everybody on there. And yeah. Go over there and leave me a comment, just an emoji, please. You know, it's growing, which is kind of cool. And I appreciate that with everybody. Leave a comment, please. Just whatever. Doesn't matter. Just so the line has something in it, Spirit always said. You know, just eat the line in it. Capricorns are so plain and basic. It's like, you know what? Just put something there. Put an X. It doesn't. Oh, not an X. Don't do an X. Yeah. Put an FB or a whatever. Yeah. Paula. Oh my God. Give it up already. I'm never going to give it up, Paula. I'm never going to give it up. So that's just the way it is. So now if I'm in Hawaii, I probably could give two shoes. But you know what? I'm not there yet. So thanks everybody for watching the program. Namaste. Love everybody. Take care of yourselves. Hook up on one of the $65 readings on Saturday if you want to. Paula says, I didn't mean you. Well, I love you, Paula. You're fantastic. And I'll see you next Thursday. Coach for the Soul. Thursdays at 3. See you guys.